Grant, it felt like there were a couple dry spells in this game for you guys, maybe in the second quarter and then midway through that fourth where Houston's 9-0 run, 10-0 run, something like that. What were they doing defensively that made it difficult for you guys to score, or is it more so something on your guys' end?
I think it's a little bit of both. You got to give credit where credit's due. They did a good job of stagnating us. I think it was when they went to that 15 lineup, switching 1 through 5. We started playing a little bit of isolation basketball, and I think that just they did a good job of being physical, steering guys into screens, and making guys have to play get those type of shots. We got to be more aware, I think, for us, especially in that second quarter and fourth quarter, just like when they do go to line, when we do face lineups like that, what beats it, the misdirection, the actions that make people think. And offensively, some of the shots just didn't fall. We got some good looks. So a little bit of everything, but I think that you got to credit to both sides. We got to be better from just a execution standpoint, and then they did a good job of executing their physicality and switch up the pace of the game.
There are a few possessions in that fourth quarter where you're guarding Şengün and looks like LaMelo or someone else is shading over, and you're telling them after the possession, hey, let me just go solo, don't come off your man. Do you sometimes go against the game plan when you think, hey, I got this, don't kind of help me out on these possessions?
Fortunately, no, because it's not really against the game plan. I have confidence in my defensive ability. Şengün's a talented, very, very talented player, same with KD. But in those scenarios, in isolation, I feel confident in back and forth. So it was more so just we kind of, I think, because they had the non-shooters on the court, like the Tate and the Şengün, I think that we overhelped in a way, and then it led to either that floater by Thompson, and then again the kick out to Dorian Finney-Smith in that following possession, just because I think because guys were helping, it led to Trey kind of helping the helper, and it led to wide open shots. So that's me just communicating to those guys, stay home in situations and, make them beat me. I think that Charles has the confidence in me and a lot of our guys, but just, the execution standpoint, we kind of lacked a couple times.
Grant, what did you think about LaMelo's accident yesterday, and as a leader on this team, did you have any sort of conversation with him?
I'm just so thankful he's okay. Number one thing, I don't know all the details of the situation, so it's hard for me to speak on it, but I'm just thankful that both him and the other party are healthy and safe. That's the number one thing for me. I don't think I had to have any conversations with him because I think we were so focused on today, but I didn't have much background information on it, so it's hard for me to speak on the actual incident.
The second quarter, Charles talked about how they started to switch more, and it messed up with your offensive rhythm, I guess. In the fourth quarter, you guys were able to keep this a close game due to the defense. Can you talk about what that lineup is giving you and how people like Trey Mann know, okay, I have to contribute on this side of the ball in order to, stay in the rotation here?
We have a great next man up mentality. Trey's taking the challenge of being a point of attack defender, but also not being a guy that people can call up into actions. I think that comes with a lot of strength in this league. I started my rookie year the same way. Every single time guys call me up and say, go against this guy. And it's a personal, growth stage, and also it's a pride thing where you get stops. And I think everybody is challenged in this group to guard. And I think we've done a phenomenal job of answering that call. We have executed defensive coverages. I think tonight the reason why we're in this game is because, like you said, we hold these guys to under 25 points twice in 2 quarters, and then 27 and 29. That's difficult to do in today's NBA. So we're committed to that end. We just have to be better, continue to play with pace, continue to trust the pass, and making the right reads on the offensive end.
Grant, you stepped up on the offensive end tonight. Do you feel because you were needed basically on that end of the ball?
Whatever was beckoning the call, the game flow kind of dictated that. I was getting some open looks. My teammates set me up, and then just trying my best to make an impact on the glass, get other guys involved. So I don't really think it's just, I feel like getting back to myself and knocking out shots while I know I can.
Grant, is your knee okay? I saw you kind of holding it after that.
Yeah, I'm fine. You have that shock factor a little bit too. First time you do something to it or hit it or something like that. So a little bit of that, just a little bit of pain. But we all go through it. This is part of the NBA. You're going to have the physicality. You're going to have to battle through nicks and bruises. So I'm prepared for it, and I feel fine. So no worries. Thank you.